All right, what's going on, everybody? As you guys know, we just finished up playing through both Battlefield Bad Company and Black Ops 1 via the Xbox 360. Although I was using my Xbox One because I think when I started both Let's Plays, I was using my actual 360, but for some reason my console was just acting a little bit weird, so I had to switch over to Xbox One, and I was just able just to go on from there and get the games finished and everything. And what I'm doing with this video is to more kind of give you guys like an understanding on, well, I don't think I should really necessarily say understanding. It's just more the fact that I just want to be more clarified as to how I really want to do this when it comes to the content side of things and everything. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to me playing through games for the very first time, that's going to be pretty much like a chunk of what my channel pretty much going to be is. Because there's just so many amazing games out there that I've heard of throughout the years, but I've never played them. And I want to be able to experience that with you all and with so many other people out there. Maybe even hopefully reignite that, how do I want to say, I guess reignite like that memory for them, for those who may have played that particular game back when it was fresh, it was new, or maybe they didn't, they may play it a few years later. Whatever it was for most people, whatever their experience was for playing that particular game for the first time, I kind of want to reignite that. I'm not just talking about the more popular titles that everybody's going to seem to know of when you think of maybe that particular console or whatever the game basically is. So that's basically what I'm trying to like go off and trying to go with this statement basically. And what I was going to do for that was a first-person shooter franchise that I actually really want to get into because I got the trilogy for it. But I figured that since I just got finished going through 2 FPSs, I don't think I want to overdo it in that genre because there are so many other genres I want to actually do. I'm not someone that just wants to stick, not just want to, but I just don't just in general stick to just one or very particular genres. Like, yes, when it comes to like first person shooters, for example, that's one of my top genres that I love to go to, especially like Call of Duty. I also love like third person action adventure games, like pretty much like open world games like Grand Theft Auto in a sense. I love playing those kind of games. It's my top genres as examples, along with racing games as well. But I don't mind doing RPGs. I don't mind platformers. Like, I say I don't mind, is that I like those genres. That's what I'm trying to say here. Now, the one kind of caveat I do want to mention with RPGs is that damn near any RPG I can think of, those are pretty long. And I want to do RPGs for the channel, but I may have to hold off on those for some time because again, that genre right there is very time consuming. I don't think there's a single RPG that's out there. And I mean RPG, I'm thinking about like the more turn-based RPGs, but then any other game that'll fall under the RPG category, you're never going to find a game that's going to be less than like 20 hours just to finish it, I would say. And that's just been going from beginning to end, not even going for 100%, because going for 100%, that's going to take even more time. And as of right now, with the situation that I'm in, well, I don't want to put it in the really dark light, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm not really in the type of position where I can really do something like an RPG. So, pause on that genre. I haven't even touched that for the channel, I don't think, as of yet, and I don't want to, at least not right now. And like I said, I'm not going to overdo it when it comes to the open world and FPS genre. I mean, open world doesn't have to be action-adventure open world like GTA. It can be something kind of similar to like an open world platformer in a sense, that if that makes sense, which a 3D platformer that I do want to get into, and that's actually going to be the game that I'm going to end up doing, because I sampled this game a little bit via the Game Boy Advance through emulation years ago. I just never played this on like an actual console basically, so that's what I'm going to end up going for. So I hope you guys are excited for that as much as I am, because this is the time that I am now really trying to grow and just go hard on myself, not just when it comes to the channel, but also when it comes to me personally. I still struggle with certain things. I'm struggling through my addiction every once in a while, but I'm making it through that through the power of God and Jesus Christ. I'm going to get through this, all right? Just hope you guys can just stick with me, bear with me, and let's really rock on this journey together. So yeah, that's it.